Hello, welcome to our first round 6 game. This was played just now. We just finished a few minutes ago, and I wanted to come in and do this one straight away. Here are the standings. So this is my high elves here in second. We're 3-1 and 1 going into this. We're playing Skaven, who are down in 7th. They've had a really slow start to the season. They're 1-1 and 3. So haven't been doing so good. But there we are. We come in to this game 6. We're down a lineman who we've got missing next game. I think Skaven have their full team. For the first time in a while, don't have any loners playing. They chose to defend first. We'll look through how they set up and stuff. So neither of us have a bench with just 11 players each. They have got a rat ogre with guard. They've got 2 gutter runners with no levels. So one's on 3, well, both on 3 points. Looks like they've maybe both scored a touchdown up to now. Throw is accurate. There's an unlevelled Storm Vermin there. Storm Vermin with strength 4. He's probably the standout player on the team. And then a bunch of line rats. One of them's got block here. There's this one with a niggling injury who's on the line, so I've deliberately put my Mighty Blow player there. And that is 3 other unlevelled line rats. That one's got a movement penalty as well. And we are attacking. Thought I'd switch hands then, but I didn't. Yeah, so we're set up to try and take some advantage of this. This niggle player, and to try and get ourselves 2 dice on the row as well. But it's a blitz, so we're not going to get any of that. But we'll look at the rest of the team anyway. So we have got that Mighty Blow catcher who also has dodge. Mighty Blow is the second skill. So the plan was step someone there, hit this niggled player with 2 dice, and you can basically get them off the pitch quite easily with probably +2 to the injury roll. But that didn't work. I was just going to step in that side. 2 dice there, and if one of those is knocked down, we follow up. We get 2 dice on the Ragger as well, and we take them all out. Was the plan, but obviously it's a blitz, so we haven't got that. But our other 2 catchers, we've got one with dodge, and we've got one over here with no levels, but is on 3 points. We've got a wrestle lineman, a block lineman, a kick lineman. Both our blitzers have got dodge. Throwers back here with accurate, and there are 2 unlevelled linemen as well. So when it comes to defending, I'm going to have to put someone with an advance on the line. And they're moving in down here, so it looks to me like they were going to probably try and blitz this catcher, but didn't, because their gutter runs are quite deep. That sort of helps me out with their blitz a bit. It just means I'm going to have to rethink how I'm attacking. If the gutter runs were further forward and they roll a blitz, they could just be all over me over here, and that's the worrying thing when you play Skaven and they get a blitz. But instead they've made a bit of headway over here. Putting that throw in there was a bit annoying, so I was already planning, right, stand that lineman up, get another assist there, blitz that, block that guy. But the throw is going to stop me doing that. Well, it means I need another assist on there. So I don't really break into my half with their blitz. But I start over here, the only sort of 2 dice block with block or wrestle that I had. And that's 1 assist going in there. He stands up to take that assist out, and then I'm going to need to move my catcher over. And that gives me 2 dice on this strength 4 Storm Vermin, who's a danger player. And getting a nice early stun on it was going to help. So I have to go 1 dice there with that block lineman, and grab a knockout. So we've got the Skaven down to 10, which is quite nice. And I'm going to blitz with my Mighty Blow catcher, which becomes a bit of a feature of the game. I decided I quite like this player. Let's note for now that he's on 17 star player points at the start of this game. It goes up, is what I'll say. And one of the reasons I wanted to watch the game back is I couldn't remember how it went up as much as it did. But yeah, just to push there, and then I think dodging away from the rat ogre a bit. And it gives ourselves an L shape there, so that's quite difficult to blitz without committing players, which means I'm going to get to hit them back. Which against Skaven, if you can encourage them to mark you up, you get to hit them with their low armor value, and that can help you out. It's just a push there, but my Mighty Blow player is in contact with someone and will be hitting them. Rat Ogre gets a knockdown, and they get themselves 2 dice there as well. Yeah, I think they put one more player in there, and then they've got 2 dice on either of these with the thrower. Go for the blitzer and find a pal. You'd say lineman is easier to knock over, but if you just roll the pal, that's fine. What do I do here? I think this is the turn that I kind of pull the trigger already. I think I look at my Mighty Blow guy is in contact here. He needs another assist because I don't want to, rather than cancelling these assists out, which is going to leave them hips back, I just want to put another assist in over there. So I still get my 2 dice, and then I can, do that without putting more players in base contact and giving up more blocks. So Wrestle Guy goes that way. Get my 2 dice there, and that frees his catcher up. And blitzing the Gut Runner here as well, and getting it down. And yeah, go for the throw here. Because of accurate, this is just a 2+2+ with rerolls on both of them. And we've gone long, so they can still reach me. So yeah, move some players around to try and limit a bit where they can go. That is another one done for the turn. But it's these players over here can still reach my catcher. So dodging away, I want to force this one to have to dodge, or for them to block him away first. And that one's in there to just try and protect my players who are left in base contact. So they could have they hit the catcher there. I was thinking they could have blocked this way. So use this to take the assist out, block that way, and then this lineman's free. To go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and go for it for 1 dice on the ball. Is something they had on there, and I did leave. But they hit the dangerous player instead, which is going to be worth more, and that leaves them having to take a 3+ dodge there. Using their blitz there though, which I was relieved to see, especially when it's just a pushback. But yeah, that Gutter Runner is in there. That's 2 players in there, so it's a 3+ dodge. That one, another 3+ dodge coming off there. I think this one comes around to prevent this one getting involved. And a successful wild animal there, which puts their guard in place. Take the kicker's assist out, and then they've got 2 dice here. On the kicker, okay. And there we go. So Skaven did really well here, or the coach did really well, making the decision to split these 2 players up. So they've marked with 2 players, which it makes it my best out is just a dodge. Because if I blitz one of them, I've still got a dodge. They're not in contact with each other, so I can't set up a chain push to get rid of both of them with one blitz. So I'm going to have to dodge anyway, so I might as well not blitz. And that means, I think all I do this turn is, just that dodge. It's 2+, I've got team rerolls. So it's 1 in 36 it goes wrong. But it didn't, and I scored. I had to score early. But with this being 2 agility teams, this could be quite a high scoring game with a touchdown that early on. Go 1 up, and that was a catcher who was on 3 points, so they've levelled as well. The traditional fouled knockout recovery roll from my opponent, who's had that most of the season. We're still on 11, so it's 10 plays 11 for the Skaven's attack. And I've set up like this, so I'd love a blitz back if I could have one. This is, as I mentioned before, set up with my fastest players on the wings to get around in between the line of scrimmage and where the ball's going, or where the ball carriers are going. And if I roll a blitz and the kick's gone shallow, which is where I aim it, but not for the last time in this game. I roll a 6 for the scatter distance, and it goes even with the weather as well, takes it back into my half. So kick not working out very well for me there, and it's gone onto that Gutter Runner. So open with that strength 4 player. That's just an easy and safe block that they've got, that they can just open their turns with quite easily. Here I was thinking, because this player has block and has assists here, so I was looking at, he's hit this one, or no, this Storm Vermin's hit this player using the guard on the Raiga. But if this lineman had hit here and got at least a push, he's over there, And then the rat ogre's got 3 dice on this play. It's 3 dice into 3 if you get a pushback first time. And that's, as I've been highlighting in a few videos in this season, like it's the safest way to use strength 5 players without block. Just get them 3 dice. So if you go that way instead, you got 2 assists for the rat ogre, which is all he needs for 3 dice. It's more than double the strength of the target. But here it is 3 dice, but it's 3 dice into 2. So if this was pushes, second one, I mean, it worked out fine this time, but if that was all pushes, then he's then going into a 2 dice block, which is 1 in 9 for a turnover. Blitz is coming this way on the kicker, which is just a push. And then my opponent did make a bit of an error here. There were we were talking in the in-game chat that comes up down here, and I think he said something like he thought this was one of his players, and was using it as a cage corner, which ends up giving me just an easy 2 dice on the ball. So because when this went in there, I was like, oh, what have I missed? What have I missed? Because the thrower was like way too far back to obviously get in here to be protection, and even there, it's not that safe. But yeah, so I just step in to take that assist out, and then Blitz has got 2 dice on the ball, and a power war or both down will get the ball on the floor. That goes that way. But then I very quickly mess up back. So my plan was to I couldn't get 2 dice on this player here, so I was going to step into this tackle zone to pick up the ball in my throw, come back this way, chuck it over here, and then run away with this catcher over here. So I'm putting players in place to screen. And then I decide to put this one in over here, and instead of, I couldn't get 2 dice on that one, but I can on that one. And I roll double both downs into skull both down. So hit a 180, 1 in 81 the blocks, but I shouldn't have been taking it. I should have been focusing on getting the ball. It's a 3+ pickup, 2+ dodge, 3+ throw, maybe 4+ with accurate. At that distance, I think it was quite long, and then run away over here. And if I'd done that, maybe I'll be going 2-0 up pretty soon. But there's gutter runners in scoring range. They're not far off being able to clear the ball. And this is my thrower. Don't like my thrower getting hit, because this can happen. And that is -1 armor value. And then the apothecary roll is exactly the same, 56. So that is a broken thrower who's probably not going to be sticking around for long. But I can't yet afford to replace him. So yeah, that is a push there. Over that way. Then gut runner can pick up on a 2. Can stand there and hand off on a 2. Doesn't even need to dodge through, because tackle zones only affects the catcher. Gets the catch with a reroll and puts it straight in for 1-1. Only turn 4, and plenty more touchdowns to come. So see, recover from knockout. It does work this time. Inducements, incidentally, were so a Bloodwiser Babe and a bribe for the Skaven. That was more or less what they were down. I think they were about 150 down. So I get to attack again, but I'm down to 10 players. Skaven are back on 11 with their knockout recovery. And this is more bribes. So I've got 1 bribe and the Skaven now have 2. So I can, this is the similar setup to I did first time, so I can step in there, I can hit with my Mighty Blow player, who on this niggled lineman again. And I do get a knockdown follow up, so I'll be able to get 2 dice on the Rat Ogre. That is just a stun. That's 2 dice here from this Blitzer, another knockdown. And we get quite an easy 2 dice. Now I'd like really a both down here, because it means the Rat Ogre falls over there and I get a better foul. But I have to push it back when I knock him down. And then I get a bit greedy, I think, for for assists and also make an error. Also get a bit greedy trying to make that pass, but I do make the pass anyway with the reroll. Yeah, so I blitz here, and I was intending to follow up so I could get another assist in round here before fouling, but that was a good bit of go for it, and having already used the assist, I decided not to do that. So I hit a foul on the Rat Ogre, who's just stunned, but we don't get sent off. And we're controlling this area of the pitch, which is what we'd like to do. And this catcher is deliberately out of range of the whole Skaven team, so if they do manage to break through, they're not going to reach the ball. They've got this player here, and they've got bribes as well, so this becomes a lot about fouling in the next few turns. Yeah, we've got 3 dice with the strength 4 Storm Vermin, and that's going to be a lot of assists. It's 3 already. 4 assists, that makes it a 5+ foul, I think. And that's a stun. And back over to me. So 2 dice there. That is a lineman knocked out. That's the block line rat. And now I usually would only foul late in the turn, but I've got bribes, so it's like, well, I'm not going to get sent off, it'll be fine. Just to stun the Rat Ogre, bribe decides not to work. So I wanted to do the foul early while I had all the assists there, and then I could do other stuff with these players, but rolled a 1 on the bribe, so I lose the rest of my turn. Which is a bit of a shame, and it also caps me at 9 players for the rest of the game. It's quite annoying, and that means I'm not fouling anymore because now my bribe's gone. The Skaven, of course, still have 2 bribes. So hitting my kicker there. It's fine. And then popping back in there. Yeah, 2 assists on the foul. So they get pulled up for it as well. Their bribe. Oh, I missed that during the game. So their bribe fouled as well, and then they used their second one. I wondered why the fouls quietened up, but I completely missed that the first one had failed. Okay, so that's why there were no more fouls thrown. I did think that was odd in the game, but I completely missed that one foul as well. So we both had a fouled bribe. But that's the Mighty Blow catcher picking up some points. Did I just switch ends? I did just switch ends. There we go. No, that was right. That's the way around we were. So two casualties in quick succession. That also caps the Skaven at 9, so it's going to be 9 plays 9 at best now. Or at worst, rather. They've got a knockout. And I am looking at just taking this area of the pitch. The Skaven all went this way, so their quickest players are obviously quicker than mine, but I can move quite fast when I need to. I've got 3 movement 8 players. And yeah, we're coming in over here. So this catcher is in scoring range. 2, 4, 6, 8 to go for it. But so are both of these blitzers, and this is turn 7, so I need to get as many scoring threats in as I can. Blitzed on the kicker here, which means they're going to be able to get markers on the ball. And I'll just move next. I've still got Samba up from where I worked something out. So it might look a bit unorthodox with what I did. So yeah, coming over this way. That's a marker on that one as well. Now I was concerned about this gutter runner coming in here, because while this turn was shaping up, I was planning on scoring with that blitzer who's marked by this line rat. So the gutter runner went over there. I thought that was quite good. And then that one being in there, yeah, if that one was in there, that would have been concerning for me, and I would probably have been trying to look at just moving this gutter runner out of the way and scoring with this guy. But yeah, what I did is I wanted to blitz this gun so I could free this player up, and then I had the choice between, I was looking at, and something I didn't factor in actually is the one handoff per turn, but I was looking at do I dodge away from there and then hand off to this blitzer and then just run it in, or use the rerolls that this catcher has. So I could hand off there on a 3 with a reroll for the catch skill is better than a 2 with no reroll for the dodge there, and I didn't want to have to use the dodge there because I needed to catch the ball still with this guy, and he catches on a 2 without a reroll. And then I decided, and I worked out, and it was just a bit better to hand off there on a 3 with a reroll and then dodge on a 2 with a reroll. But then I'd have to pass to this guy, which is 2+2+, with no rerolls built in. And that was the way I went anyway. So dodge in there to blitz, knock that line right down, and yeah, then take the handoff. And what was mathematically the better play. So that one didn't do anything because I had a built-in reroll, and it meant I could use my team reroll on this one. And we get that and put it in for 2-1 up. So if strategically you meant to score on turn 8, we have done that. There were 2 touchdowns, 1 each before that. So that's a far more exciting game, 2-1 rather than 1-0. Skaven are on 8. They'll get another go at that knockout in a while though. They get a turn first. So I spread out my line of scrimmage to make it harder for them to chain push gut run up the pitch. You don't have to push a gut runner very far for them to get in, and I'm covering the whole of the back line as well. Yeah, because I had a unleveled lineman sent off, I'm having to put 2 leveled linemen on the line, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, 1 block, 1 wrestle. I do deliberately kick deep there because it makes it harder for them to one-turn, although they didn't set up to do it anyway. They're set up just to take these blocks. Probably, I think they do still foul actually in this turn, which is worth a look. Although at the time I hadn't realised they were out of bribes, so being down to 8 players currently is maybe a bit risky. Could again have got 3 dice for that Rat Ogre. 3 dice into 3 if there was another player in there. But yeah, block lineman's on the floor. All 3 players knocked down, so they're not going to use their blitz. And now they can line up around this block lineman for a foul. Got that in. This one will do the foul, which is with 6 assists, 5 assists. Just a stun, but no doubles. And then the thrower can have a go at I think 4+2+ for a star play point. It was inaccurate. Eventually bounces back to the target square, but the gut run doesn't catch it anyway. Loads of 1s came up there, and nothing comes of that throw. And it's 2-1 at half time. So we go in ahead after our attacking half. And this game get the ball back. So they're back to 9 players, we're on 9 players. And we go into the second half. We'll switch now to go behind the Skaven. So also that I can't deploy as wide as I'd like to, so I have to narrow in a bit, and that makes the aggressive defence I like harder to pull off. And no thrower, of course, who's already a big miss, will be a big miss next match as well. We're playing Dark Elves next. So they've got Throw a Deep, push your hands. 2 gutter runners are here. I think this was, I was looking shallow. Extra reroll each. The ball scattered back a bit further than I would have liked. So looking at blitz on this blitzer here, I would have thought. That's what it looks like anyway. Just 2 dice from the Rat Ogre. Yeah, didn't take that on. Fouled a loader for the reroll, so that's the extra reroll from the kickoff gone. Rat Ogre still won that both down, stunning the opponent. This elf lino here. But that gives me a chance to go get the ball. So use dodge. So 3-1, 2 ones in 3 dice there, and then get that both down. But had to use a reroll for that second dodge, so don't want to risk another go for it to stand on the ball. Another one popping up there from a dodge. So that's the mighty blow catcher. Gone that way. Another catcher with dodge coming through. And really, I think I did overcommit here, especially with that one going forwards as well. Yeah, just the wrestle guy back here is not going to be enough, because they can move the ball up the pitch pretty quickly, and they do. That's a blitz, so the one player I got back is now on the floor. So he makes a pass. Needs a rear for the catch, so a lot of ones coming up for both of us. Makes that catch. And that is up the pitch. So that one there, who's on 3 points, so they want to score with him. My one player who's back is well and truly out of contention there. Well done, he'll foul. And yeah, this gutter runner here blocks me off a bit. But I can still get 2 dice on the ball. Only with this player, so no block, I will need to roll a pal, but it means it'd be nice if we got our squares up. That's where we're going. Oh, we do. There we go. But yeah, it means coming around this way, dodging through there. It's basically 2+ with a reroll, and then 2+ for the go for it for 2 dice on the ball, needing a pal. But I want to free up some players here to go back and make sure if I don't get the ball on the floor that they score next turn, I get the ball back. So I'm trying to free these players up. And also managed to stun on that Storm Vermin as well. Yeah. So we just go that way. Stand these up. And this one comes in here as well. Because they're strength 4, they can get 2 dice on a couple of these players. So just throw another lineman in there as well. We're chasing it down here, marking this player up. Which I can do without rolling a dice, and then that is the blitz straight through there. And double one's the dodge. There we go. So yeah, loads of ones coming up, but that's just what you have to deal with, and then just go and take no risks and just put this straight in to make it 2-2. So early on, I think that was second turn of the half, wasn't it? 10-10. And it is 2-2. It's the highest scoring game we've had so far this season. Was my 3-2 win against the Chaos team a couple of rounds ago. Or last round, was it? Was it last round? I think so, actually. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, this is 9 plays 9. And it's 2-2. And I've gone same again, so I can try and get 2 dice on all of these. Or no, I'm not this time. But I am going to try and get 2 dice on the lime rats on the end and ignore the rat ogre. I think that was my plan. So I can step both of these linemen forwards, take 2 dice there, 2 dice there. It's another blitz. So second blitz of the game. Rat ogre comes over here. That means I'm going to struggle to get the hit off with that Mighty Blow catcher. Just a stun. So injury rolls have largely been pretty good to me. Just when they have gone wrong, they've gone very badly, and that throw really hurts. Actually, losing that. I do have here, so lining up on me. And yeah, just putting themselves about there a bit. Leaving me all marked up, but also giving away blocks if I can find the good ones. So I thought, because they went heavy that way with the rat ogre amongst others, I decided to go this way, attack this space and try and claim it. Let's get a stun on the thrower. And then I go and start making a sideline cage over here. Because I'd noted as well, this lineman's on 13 points. Might as well try and get him a good skill as well. I mean, kick is a good skill, but make it something to make it more survivable, like block would be good. We dodge over there. I just want to protect these players in here. It's the Mighty Blow guy. Oh yeah, I changed my mind a bit. I decided I wanted him further forward. And there's another 2+ to just get him over here. There we go, sideline cage. Which means you can't really blitz the ball carrier. Although, could you? I mean, you could go with some red dice to try and surf it. And actually, it might not be a bad idea. You could go... So what would it be for a gutter runner to just 2 dice uphill that, just for a surf? Actually, I didn't consider this in the game at all, but it would have probably been worthwhile. You want probably this player in here, 1 gutter runner marking here, and this one comes in, dodges that way. It's a -3, so it's 5+ dodge, but with a reroll, which is 55%, and then 2 dice uphill, needing at least pushes. I'm going to bang that in Samba. See what we get. It's like, yeah, it's like 1 in 4 times that's going to work, and could well be worth a go. I mean, you know, obviously could be terrible things happen, like you roll a skull and your gutter runner dies, but maybe it isn't. You know, 1 in 4 times, so 38% with a reroll to surf that player with a gutter runner dodging into there. As long as you take both of those assists out, you only actually need to take 1 of those assists out, and it's 2 red dice. You need to take at least 1 out, otherwise it's 3 red dice, and then that's a whole heap of problems. But they decide to blitz here instead, which is definitely much safer. Go for the reroll on it and just get a push. And then step in there to mark the ball. And pin my lineman in place. So putting that extra assist to get 2 dice, that frees this player up. And then positions him really well. Yeah, that is a very annoyingly positioned line rat that spoiled my ideas. Yeah, because I was looking at like, well, I'll just blitz for that guy, I'll just go in there, but obviously I can still dodge there and dodge there, but then he's not marked and he's assisting. He's just a strength 4 Storm Vermin, that's 1 dice. So I either need to take that assist out or I need to another assist in there to be able to free my ball carrier. And then I think I'm looking at getting the ball. So looking at getting the ball on. I think I was looking at freeing a catcher up, which is going to mean dodging away from the prehensile towel over here. Yeah, get a catcher over here safe. So I'm putting players into screen here. So yeah, dodge away from Pre-Tactile Towel, but 3+ dodge with a reroll is pretty good still. And that's my my other assist on that Storm Vermin now. Just to push, he's going to pin him in there. And then come to put in another assist there, because they'd left this Storm Vermin marked by my Mighty Blow catcher. I'm going to hit it. That was so I could do the handoff. There we go. So this is 3+ with a reroll to catch. And it's a 3+ dodge, which I'll have the team reroll for. I do get away with that. And then way over there. And then reroll that and get myself a power, which puts that Storm Vermin out of the game. Second casualty for my Mighty Blow catcher. And then my opponent spotted this, and as I hit end turn, I spotted this too, which is you can surf both of these players. My immediate thought was, well, if you surf both of these players, you're not going to stop me scoring, because the game's happening over here, or you can get both of these players off the pitch, and you just need to stick someone in there to make a T shape, and then you've got a Frenzy Rat Ogre who can push into there because all these spaces are filled. You choose to push into that guy, and then the second one, so you need to push back with the first one, and then the second one you can push the catcher off as well, and that's both of them gone, and it's what they went for. Or they could blitz over this way and affect the ball, but they chose to take the double surf on. So get a push, put the lineman out for no injury. And then 3 dice puts this catcher out as well, but also for no injury, so rolled low on those, which was helpful. Then Rat goes over there, so clears both of those players out, puts me down to 7 players very suddenly. And then marking up there with some 3+ dodges. A couple of go for it. So similar to the first half, where I said about the separating out the 2 markers, so I'm going to have to dodge whether I can blitz one of them off or not. And while I've got team rerolls, I'm going to need to do that as a very early action. There we go. So looking at giving this to the Mighty Blow catcher, who is in scoring range and can score this turn. But what I was looking at was trying to get the ball safe over here. So reroll that because that would have been the turnover. Find pals again. And pick up a 3rd casualty for that player in this game. Which is Apothecary. That was a badly hurt on the Strength 4 Vermin. And then stick it in as well. So I flagged up that it was on 17 star player points at the beginning, and I now see how we got 9 in this game, which is 3 casualties in the touchdown, and that puts us 3-2 up. So I'd looked at the my options there for a bit, because I was looking at trying to hold the ball up a bit, but we couldn't get away from the gutter runners, and I was going to leave a blitz on the ball. So we took the score while we had it. Got our 2 players back who we just lost from that surf, and we're back up to 9 plays 9 because that Apothecaried Storm Vermin. And that was another big scatter with the kick skill and another touchback. Straight to a gutter runner again. They're on 8 players, we're on 9. Over to them to try and equalise. So that is a wild animal failure, because they're not going to get all their line scrimmage hits. Take the blitz there this time. It's just a push. We've got one guy runner going forwards. To put an assist in there, which is a push, follows up, and then moving the ball back to get it out of range. No, I could maybe could I have reached it with a catcher? Sorry, that one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I couldn't have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that was probably deliberately out of range of that catcher. Send the blitzer through for pressure on the ball, so they've got to do something with it next turn. I re-roll that double skulls, get a push to put it in there. So I was trying to move the rat ogre away from my line, which meant because this strength 4 player was here as well, I was looking at another assist in there, blitz with the mighty blow into that storm vermin that he's already put out of the game once, and then I can chain push into the rat ogre to move it away. That was the idea. And we do find that. So it means if they want the rat ogre to get a 2+ wild animal, it's got a blitz next turn. This is probably the other player who would blitz anyway. So it's going to be the rat ogre blitzing. And we've got more pressure in on the ball. This time I drop the wrestle guy back again. Yeah, I think this guy maybe shouldn't have gone forwards. Should have had a couple of players back here. And he went too far that way. He should have been in the middle. He should have been over here. So he can still reach both touch lines. Because all they've got to do is hand off to this gutter runner, run down here. And it's going to be hard for many of our players to reach, although all of these still can. But the Skaven coach does really well to defend the ball here, to screen. So a couple of go for it, so they get tight this player, so forcing me to dodge. One over there who's going to force me to dodge. And then that's a really important dodge to tie up there. But this is still where the danger is. Another really important dodge, and then that player's exactly in the way. Because it was a fairly, I think it was a 2+ for this blitzer. It was one go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it was one go for it for 2 dice on the ball. So I pull one player back here so I can move this one out of the way, and I can come around there. I can make a gap there where I don't need to dodge, because as it is, I've got 2 tackle zones to dodge through. But I leave players in scoring position, so that's 2 of them. Get a push there, and I get a little bit greedy here and go for a 3 dice blitz because of dodge. I decide I want 2 assists for my blitzer when he blitzes, which means 2 go for it's from this player. And get both of those. Dodge through there. Get both down. Unfortunately not an armor break. I think an armor break wins me the game there. Possibly even a power as well out of those 3 dice, because I could have pushed there. You know, it's more chance the ball scatters off the pitch, and then it's a bit of a lottery, but who knows. So all they have, 2+ dodge, 3+ pickup, 2+ dodge. Need a reroll for this 3+ pickup, which is big. And they get it, and they get the dodge, and they make it 3-3 in turn 16. And there we go. So 8 players for the Skaven. I'm on 9, but I've got movement 8 players. My thrower is a big loss for attempting 1 turn, so I'm going to switch it around, because I do go for a 1 turn here. You've got players quick enough, and you can win the game with a series of very fortunate blocks. I do mess it up straight away. So this is the player I want to score, because he's on 13 points. If I can win the game and level a catcher at the same time, why wouldn't I? So there he is in a box, and also a T-shape, so I'm going to be able to get to push in there. And I mess up straight away by, what does that do? When I finish setting up, I'll say. Okay. Got a catcher back here because they're the quickest ones, so can make the passes short. That's the 3rd blitz the Skaven roll in the game. Don't do anything with it. Foul that, which is a shame. That means another roll. But yeah, I mess up by not having a player in here for the assist. So straight away, I've got a blitz on 1 dice into that box, and I'm looking at pushing into there, and then into there, and then my catcher there. I need to get 3 pushes. I think it's 3 pushes, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I need to get to that line. Oh, lost it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I need to get to that line, the pale green line, which is 3 pushes. Yeah. So I need to push him back 3 times by pushing other players into him without any empty spaces being options. So I can choose him as the players are pushed. That's how chain pushing works. But I have to do this on 1 dice, roll a skull, so immediately don't have a reroll. And then I knock him over as well. But pause for a bit and realise might actually still be able to do it. So I make another box here, or another box there. And then move this one around here as well. So that's another 2 boxes I've got. And this is the player I'm trying to move forward. So I'm now going diagonally into there. This is 1 dice again, isn't it? Yeah, this is 1 dice again. And I'm looking at pushing there, and into there. And then I only need 1 more push, and he's in range. Roll a pal, which normally you love to see. But on this occasion, it's normally a bit annoying. But I've still got a player here I can do something with. And now I've got a T-shape, and I sort of by accident, even though I'd messed up at the beginning, and I'd knocked down 2 players, when normally you just want to push players when you're trying to chain push like this. I've accidentally stumbled on getting into range. Get 3 dice here, take the pal because this is the last push I need. He's in range. So, let's get the ball. Managed to pick up, I need to pass it and catch it. It's a go for it or a pass. They're both 2+, so I might as well try and get the star player point. Had a 1 come up on that catch, but catch reroll, got it. Now I need to do 2 go for it's, but failed the last one. So annoying. I'd never managed to score a 1-turn touchdown, and that's the closest I've been. And that was really close to a 4-3 win. Yeah, quite frustrating. Good MVP on that blitzer. He's a touchdown away from another level, and he'll get probably sidestep if I level him. And don't roll a double. If I roll a double, don't know. It might be guard, it might be mighty blow. Not sure. Probably guard because I've got a mighty blow guy who's doing quite well. But yeah, we piled on 4 casualties, 3 of them from that mighty blow catcher. We've lost connection to the server. Let's see if the server's down because that might be it. Yeah, I think the server might be gone. I think it's first day of the new CCL season, so maybe it's overly busy. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to reconnect, but yeah, I'm glad we got the whole game in before that happened. This is just my internet. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll be back. We've got 3 more games to go. We usually have a look at what they are and stuff. Although actually, I've got the. No, hang on, that's the wrong week. That's last week's fixtures. Okay, it has come on. Let's go in then. So we can look at the 2 teams that have played as well. Yeah, our fixtures this week. So that was 3-3, first game of the season. This round, we've got Amazons against Undead. So Amazon started really well, started falling off a bit. Undead are without a win so far. We've got Dark Elves against Chaos, and we've got Nurgle against Humans. Humans picked up their first win in the last game of the last game round, which just happened last night. They did it a bit late. They picked up a 1-0 win. The Chaos somehow managed to not score right at the end of the first half. Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but they didn't. Humans ran out winners. They were outnumbered, but they had extra pace at the end, which really counted, and they got their 1-0 win. And that's the first one. This one. Those are the next games. We're still hanging in there in second. Dark Elves could jump above us with a win. Who was it they were playing? Oh, they're playing the Chaos team. Yeah, so they could definitely jump above us into second. So the teams, Skaven levelled both of their gutter runners. And they took block and sprint. So this gutter runner can move up to 12 squares if it wants to, which is 1 short of half of the pitch. And block on the other one, no one else levelled they're up to 12 players. Did they hire someone new? Or did they have someone missing? Maybe they may have had someone missing who's now back. But that's them. We levelled one catcher. It was the first skill for them. Rolled a double and took Nerves of Steel. And I was kind of regretting, because at the time, like, Nerves of Steel was my other pick for this double. And went with Mighty Blow, which obviously worked out really well in that last game. But if I'd got Mighty Blow as a first skill, I could have built them more specifically as that sort of player. Dodge is always going to be useful anyway, but block is this player's next skill, followed by tackle if they get to 51, which, you know, going by that last game, maybe they will, probably sometime next season. But yeah, that's where we are. This is really sad that happened, but, you know, it's what we've got. Throwers are 90,000, so hopefully after the next game we'll be able to buy a new one, but if not, we'll take this one probably into the playoffs and yeah, see if it survives. But yeah, there we are. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back some point next week with some more.